The single biggest mistake Amazon FBA beginners make in 2026 costs them at least $10,000, and it's not what you think. It's not choosing the wrong product or even bad marketing. It's a fundamental misunderstanding of the true operational costs and the sheer capital required to sustain inventory. Many jump in with just $2,000 to $3,000, thinking they can quickly flip a few products. But by the time they pay for product sourcing, shipping, Amazon fees, and marketing, that initial capital evaporates, leaving them with unsellable inventory and a negative balance. We'll show you exactly how this happens and how to avoid this financial trap, revealing the actual startup capital you need to even stand a chance. The truth is, FBA isn't a get-rich-quick scheme, but a legitimate business requiring substantial upfront investment and strategic planning, especially as competition intensifies. But what are these hidden costs that drain your startup funds so quickly? Beyond the product itself, FBA is riddled with hidden startup costs that can quickly drain your wallet. First, product samples. You'll need to order multiple samples from various suppliers, often paying $50 to $150 per sample, just to assess quality before committing to a bulk order. Then comes professional photography, crucial for standing out on Amazon, which can easily run $200 to $500 per product. Don't forget UPC codes, typically $30 for a single code or $10 for $250, GS1 prices for 2026. And if you're serious about protecting your brand, a trademark application can set you back $250 to $400, USPTO filing fees for 2026. Suddenly, before you've even bought your first bulk inventory, you've already spent $500 to $1,000 just getting ready. These are the entry tickets, and they're just the beginning of the financial journey. So, how much inventory do you actually need to buy to make a dent, and what does that really cost? Let's talk realistic inventory spend. Most FBA gurus suggest starting with a small order of 200 to 300 units. But with a typical product cost of $5 to $15 per unit, that's already $1,000 to $4,500 for the product alone. For example, if you source 300 units of a niche kitchen gadget at $10 each, you're at $3,000. Now, factor in shipping from China to an Amazon warehouse, which for 300 units can be another $600 to $1,500, depending on air versus sea freight and package dimensions. This brings your total to $3,600 to $4,500 just to get your product into Amazon's system. And here's the kicker. This isn't enough inventory to sustain sales while you wait for your next shipment, which can take 6 to 8 weeks from order to arrival. Running out of stock kills your sales rank and momentum, meaning you often need to double or even triple that initial order to build a buffer. So, how do you even choose a product that has a chance of selling well? Product research is where many beginners stumble, spending months analyzing products only to pick one with razor-thin margins or brutal competition. The goal isn't just a product with high demand, but one with low competition and a decent average selling price, say $25 to $50. You need tools like Helium 10 or Jungle Scout, which cost $29 to $249 plus per month. As of 2026, prices vary by plan and billing cycle, but are essential for valid data. Let's say you're looking at a silicone baking mat. You find it sells 500 units/month, but there are 50 sellers, all with similar products and hundreds of reviews. To compete, you'll need to offer something unique or significantly cheaper, which eats into your profit. A better approach is to look for products selling 200 to 400 units/month with fewer than 15 to 20 established sellers and a higher average review count of 4.5 stars or more. This indicates a viable market without being oversaturated, but finding these gems takes time and patience. Even with a great product, the fees can be a shock. What exactly does Amazon take from each sale? Amazon's fees are substantial and easily underestimated. For every sale, you pay a referral fee, usually 8 to 15% of the selling price, and a fulfillment fee, which covers picking, packing, and shipping. Let's say your kitchen gadget sells for $30. Amazon's referral fee might be 15% or $4.50. The FBA fulfillment fee for a standard-sized item could be another $3.50 to $5. So, out of your $30 sale, Amazon immediately takes $8 to $9.50. Add in your product cost of $10, and you're left with $10.50 to $12. But wait, there are also storage fees. If your product sits in the warehouse for months, you pay monthly storage, which increases significantly for long-term storage or oversized items. This is why over-ordering inventory without clear sales projections is a death sentence. It's a continuous balancing act of forecasting demand versus incurring holding costs. So, how much of that $10 to $12 profit actually makes it to your bank account? After all the fees, the reality of profit margins for FBA beginners can be sobering. Many aim for 20 to 30% net profit, but realistically, starting out, you might see 10 to 15%. Let's revisit our $30 gadget. Product cost, $10. Shipping to FBA, $2 prorated per unit. Amazon referral and FBA fees, $9. Total cost of sale, $21. Your gross profit is $9. Now, factor in advertising. Most new sellers need to spend 10 to 20% of sales on PPC, pay-per-click, ads just to get visibility. That's another $3 to $6 per unit. Suddenly, your $9 profit shrinks to $3 to $6 per unit. Selling 300 units at $4 profit yields $1,200. This is why you need scale. You can't just sell a few hundred units and expect to get rich. You need to sell thousands consistently to generate a significant income. What happens if your product just doesn't sell as fast as you hoped? The inventory trap is a silent killer for FBA beginners. Here's what happens. You order 500 units of that promising kitchen gadget. It costs you $5,000 all in to get it to Amazon. Sales start slowly, maybe 10 units a week instead of the projected 50. After 3 months, you've only sold 120 units. Now you have 380 units sitting in Amazon's warehouse accruing storage fees. After 6 months, Amazon hits you with long-term storage fees, which can be astronomically high. For example, a standard-sized item might jump from 87 cents per cubic foot/month to $6.90 per cubic foot/month for inventory held over a year. Your $5,000 investment is now costing you hundreds, even thousands in storage fees alone, eating into any potential profit. You're forced to heavily discount the product to move it, often selling at a loss just to avoid further fees. This is why accurate sales forecasting and smart inventory management are absolutely critical, and it leads directly to the question of how to even get visibility for a new product. In 2026, advertising on Amazon is not optional. It's a necessity, especially for new products. You can't just list a product and expect sales. Amazon's marketplace is too crowded. You'll need to run Amazon PPC, pay-per-click, campaigns to get your product in front of buyers. This means bidding on keywords, and clicks can cost anywhere from 50 cents to $3, depending on a niche. If you spend $20 a day on ads and get 20 clicks at $1 each, and only 1 out of 10 clicks converts to a sale, 10% conversion rate, which is decent. You're spending $10 per sale on advertising alone. Add that to your product cost and Amazon fees, and suddenly your profit margin is razor thin or even negative. Many beginners underestimate this, hoping for organic sales, but without initial ad spend, organic visibility is a distant dream. So what about the quality of the product itself? A quality control nightmare can obliterate your FBA business before it even starts. Imagine you source 500 units of those kitchen gadgets. You skip a pre-shipment inspection to save $200 to $300. The shipment arrives at Amazon, and customers start receiving them. Suddenly, you're getting 1-star reviews complaining about broken parts, poor functionality, or wrong colors. Your sales plummet, and Amazon might even suppress your listing. Now you have 450 units of defective product in FBA. You can either pay Amazon to dispose of them at a cost per unit, or have them shipped back to you, adding more freight costs just to inspect and potentially fix them yourself. This single mistake can cost you your entire inventory investment, plus the cost of disposal or return. A third-party inspection service, costing $200 to $400 per shipment, is a non-negotiable expense to avoid this devastating outcome. But what about the competition? The competition squeeze on Amazon in 2026 is tighter than ever. 5 years ago, you could find profitable niches with less effort. Today, Many niches are dominated by established sellers with thousands of reviews, sophisticated advertising strategies, and optimized listings. To compete, you need to differentiate, either through a truly unique product, superior branding, or an unbeatable price. But offering an unbeatable price often means sacrificing your already thin profit margins. For instance, if a competitor sells a similar item for $25 and you price yours at $22 to attract buyers, that $3 difference comes directly out of your profit. This race to the bottom is common and can make it nearly impossible for new sellers to gain traction without significant capital to absorb losses during the launch phase. It takes more than just a good product. It takes a well-funded strategy. So, is there any way to actually succeed as a beginner? So, what are the realistic success factors for Amazon FBA beginners in 2026? First, adequate capital. Aim for at least $5,000 to $10,000 to cover product, shipping, initial advertising, and buffer for unexpected costs. Second, meticulous product research. Focus on products with strong demand, moderate competition, and a selling price that allows for healthy margins after all fees and ad spend. Third, brand building. Don't just sell a generic product. Invest in good branding, unique packaging, and excellent customer service to build loyalty. Fourth, continuous optimization. Constantly monitor your ad campaigns, adjust pricing, and gather customer feedback to improve your listing and product. Finally, patience and persistence. This isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. It's a marathon, not a sprint, requiring consistent effort over 6 to 12 months before you see substantial returns. But even with all this, what's a common myth that keeps beginners from seeing the truth? A common myth about Amazon FBA is that it's passive income. Set it and forget it, gurus proclaim. This couldn't be further from a truth. While Amazon handles fulfillment, you are still actively managing a business. You need to constantly monitor inventory levels, reorder stock, manage advertising campaigns, respond to customer reviews, especially negative ones, analyze sales data, and deal with supplier issues. If a shipment gets delayed, or your ad campaigns stop performing, you need to intervene immediately. It's a demanding business that requires significant time investment, especially in the early stages. Expect to spend 15 to 25 hours per week initially, and even once established, 5 to 10 hours weekly to maintain operations. Thinking it's passive income leads to neglect, which inevitably leads to failure. It's a real business, requiring real work, but the potential rewards are there for those who treat it seriously. What's the final takeaway for aspiring FBA sellers? The honest truth about Amazon FBA in 2026 is that it's a viable but challenging side hustle, demanding significant capital, dedicated effort, and a realistic understanding of its complexities. The $10,000 mistake is undercapitalization and underestimating operational costs. If you're serious about FBA, start by budgeting at least $5,000 to $10,000 and commit to learning the ropes thoroughly. If you're wondering how to find those low-competition, high-demand products without breaking the bank on expensive software, watch our video on free product research strategies for beginners next. Don't forget to subscribe for more realistic side hustle insights.